Pro.
Welcome back to ADSR Pro with me, Mike Smith. Today we're going to start a tutorial on mastering. Not sure how many videos this will be. We'll just go with the flow and see what happens. You're probably going to get a lot of people saying, don't do it like this, don't do it like that, you know, why use this, why use that. To be honest, it's a case of personal preference. Mastering really is about, yes, it's using certain things to make your mix sound better. However, it's always in the ears of the listener. To be honest, I'm not a mastering engineer. I'm just basically doing things that I found to be useful for me. So this isn't the right way to do it, or, you know, it's like I said, it's entirely up to you. So basically we've just got a little audio track here. Nothing special, it's just a bit of a track that I'm working on that isn't finished. So what we're going to do, first thing we'll do is duplicate it, and we'll call this unmastered. So, and we'll just move that over there. The reason being is we can always A and B it just by moving across, so we can see if we're having a positive effect or a negative effect, you know, when we're working on it. So right, first things first, let's open up the mixer and master channel. So there's our master. So on the insert, the first thing I'm going to put is a BX control. I'm actually going to just show you this, but I'm probably going to take it back off, and because I use the BX EQ, which has kind of got similar features in there. So first things first, we're going to use the mono maker. I think I've touched on this previously in another tutorial. So let's say we set that there at 158 Hz. Anything below 158 Hz instantly now becomes mono. Just bypass this. So there you can hear the bass is kind of a bit wide, a bit flabby. Just tightens up the bass a little bit. You could also maybe put a little tiny bit of stereo width on. So there you go, a really subtle effect, and that's one of the whole points of mastering, is to be really subtle and really gentle with what you're doing. So like I said, I'm going to replace that, because what we'd tend to put on would be a there we go, BX Digital, a surgical EQ. The reason I like this one is because it's really transparent. So again, we'll just mess around with this and see where we end up. So first thing I'll do is I'm going to solo the mono or the mid, sorry. I'm going to put a high pass filter on. Probably roll that off at about 28 Hz. Maybe pick a frequency, put a real high Q. I'm going to put a few dB of gain on and just sweep. Just to see if there's any real sort of problematic areas. Bring that back down. We'll leave that as is for now. So, like I did previously, mono maker, I'm going to turn on, probably put it up to about 128, 130 Hz. Like I said, maybe a tiny little bit of stereo width. So let's go into the sides now. Again, I'm going to roll the bottom end off. You don't need any bottom end really in your sides, so you can maybe go a little bit more on this. Maybe go to about 55 Hertz. Again, let's put a real high Q on, quite a lot of gain, and have a sweep through the frequencies. So there's quite a resonant frequency there. So let's back that off a little bit, maybe by about 1.9 dB. Soften the Q a little bit. Chances are there's probably going to be another similar sort of frequency, probably an octave higher. So let's, again, should be about 660, 700. There you go. Let's drop that back off. Let's go again. An awful resonant frequency there straight away at 2K. Yeah, let's pull that out. Bypass. Here again the bass is just a little bit flabby. That now just tightens it up with the mono maker. I think what we might do here as well is put that onto a high shelf and maybe just try and add a little bit of air, a little bit of brightness. Two 2.5 dB might seem excessive, but I certainly find with the Brainworks it's so transparent, and to be honest you can go 10 dB and it adds air. It doesn't add any awful artifacts. It's just really nice. Go back into the mids there. Probably just gonna roll off. I mean, you can hear there if I go to extremes. It's just so transparent. Let's maybe get that to about 7, 8. So let's bypass that now. It's not done a great deal, it's just tightened up the bottom end a little bit, brightened up the top end as well, just made everything a little bit tighter, so really quite nice and subtle. So let's move on quickly and go to, I'm going to put another EQ on. I'm going to use the Waves linear EQ, the broadband. Now again, I've got a preset that I use already, and all I've done is I've rolled off again the bottom end at 28 Hertz just to get rid of any real low unwanted frequencies. Put a little dip in there at about 430, maybe reduce that a little bit, and again I've just sort of added a bit of mid and upper mid just to brighten it, and again I've kind of taken it off at about 17,500 Hertz. So let's just bypass that first. I don't know if you heard there when I turned it on, it just sort of tightened it up and made everything just, I don't know, just the width of it all just sort of gels together. So that's it off. Just seems to bring out all the highs, just make it real nice and tight, and again another really transparent EQ. so let's just go. That's our original. Actually, that's still going to have the effects on, isn't it? So let's just turn them off instead. So there you go, really subtle changes. So let's just leave that one there for now. Again, we've not delved too far into it, and again it's only been really quick. Obviously you'd spend a lot longer sculpting and shaping, but that's just a quick overview of mastering. It looks like we're definitely going to run into a second video, maybe a third. So don't forget, if you like what I do, subscribe to my channel. So until next time, bye bye.
ADSR Pro.